Ever since the Chinese New Year break, I've been stuck inside with my family and learned everything through my laptop. For me, this experience has taught me to appreciate my family, my friends, and my education. And although suffocating at times, I see the coronavirus more or less like a blessing in disguise. However, how has this experience been like for those around me? In order to understand the feelings of my family and friends, communication was key. However, I faced difficulties with interviewing at a time like this, and most of my family and friends were far too busy to be interviewed. Luckily, a good friend and fellow classmate, Judy, agreed to share her own thoughts.
Hi, I'm Judy G, a freshman at Shekou International School. Well, I've been impacted in many ways. For example, I can no longer go outside whenever I want, and the only education I get right now is from the online learning, which is kind of annoying for me because my Wi-Fi stops working from time to time. For me, online learning is nowhere as good as learning in person, since I can't really communicate as well with my teachers and classmates face to face, and the only way we're able to have class is through Zoom meetings. Personally, I'm not a really big fan of it, but I know that some people are, so I guess opinions just differ from person to person. Yeah, I think so, because now there are a lot more people on the streets and I can go outside more often. School is also resuming next Monday, so I definitely think that that's a sign of things getting better. I can't really say for sure because the school has come up with many ways to eliminate the chance of the coronavirus from spreading. But I've heard that there was a recent case of coronavirus in Rose Garden, which is right next to the school, and a lot of our students live in Rose Garden, and this makes me a bit worried. Hopefully it will be fine though. I think that all those rules are pretty strict, but I know that this is done for safety for everyone, so I guess we just have to follow the rules for now. I definitely think that going to school is going to feel very different than before, and I honestly don't know if I'm ready for school or not. It's hard to say, but I think it will probably end by the end of this year, hopefully. Thank you.
After my first interview with Judy, I felt as though I understood much more about the perspectives of others. But what about my view on coronavirus? I interviewed myself to find out. My name is Jessie Jung. I'm a freshman at Shekou International School. Obviously, the coronavirus has affected me in a lot of ways. Like, I can't go outside as much as I can anymore, as I used to anymore, and I have to do online learning and all of that. But I think those aspects apply to everyone. Personally, I think the coronavirus has done more good than harm, to me at least. Well, it's been positive to me because I've had a good period of self-growth. I think that staying inside and just focusing on yourself has caused me to think about things that I usually don't think about and learn more things about myself. And also it's given me new opportunities in a sense, and I'm very appreciative of that. No, of course I don't mean that I want it to continue, because there are a lot of people getting hurt. I'm just saying that we should see things in a more positive light, even though it's hard. Yeah, actually, I've noticed quite a lot of changes, because in the beginning, I had to go down around my complex to walk my dog, and it was like a ghost town because no one was there, and it was very scary in a sense. And when I looked out from my window in the beginning of the coronavirus, normally there was like no one on the streets, so that was interesting. And now it's a lot better because I can just go out and I see a lot of people, and it just makes me think that the coronavirus must be getting really better and things are returning back to normal. Well, obviously media is media, like there are a lot of false things on there and we never really know for a fact, but it's very interesting to look at and think about, because if it was actually, I don't know how some people come up with some of these things actually, but if it is true, it's very scary how little we know about the world. I'm hoping the coronavirus, well, I think that the coronavirus will be gone by summer. I think summer, because I've heard that the coronavirus is like it's weak to heat, so I hope it gets a lot better. And yeah, I think summer will be, after summer it'll be much better. Thank you. From interviewing myself, I not only got to share my ideas, but got to understand myself much more. Sure, social distancing was hard at times, but I think it helped me in many ways. Well, that's how I saw it anyway. How did you view your coronavirus experience?